All right, this is Episode 1 of the Prodigy post-race show. I'm your host, Mikey Nickels.
Yep, and I'm Adam Weckel.
So we got a lot to talk about from the last race. There was a lot of stuff that went on, a lot of crazy things that a lot of people didn't see coming. We definitely got to start with Hunter Hart, man. Like kids on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean he had some momentum coming from the last couple of rounds prior to summer break, coming off that podium finish at Snowshoe. So coming into Mountaineer, yeah, he was looking pretty strong. He had a pretty good few races there, racing the locals, and yeah, I mean we're not surprised, but we're coming off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not definitely not surprised to see Hunter Hart on the podium. I definitely expected that, but to see the win and to be in, especially Walker Fowler finishing fifth, that's a crazy day. You don't see that very often.
Right. And we'll touch on that in a bit. Just people are going to be wondering what's going on. Possibly the crash had something to do with him being outside the top three, which is unnormal. That's not common. So
yeah, I mean, you definitely don't see mistakes out of Walker Fowler very often, and
right.
Usually when you do see a mistake, he's so far out it doesn't even matter and it doesn't affect him that much. It's incredible. He had like a tight battle in the front. You don't usually see that.
Right. So yeah, Hunter took the win at the first race back after break. He put the fastest lap down for the day. He was running, which we'll get into. He was running right with his local boys, Devin and Jared, coming off that last lap right after, I believe. According to Walker, he said that he crashed right in front of Hunter, and Hunter talked to him for a bit. So that was definitely probably the turning point going.
Yeah, I spoke with Hunter about that a little bit, and he said it was pretty bad, Walker to get off there. And he said when Walker had to get off, it actually cost Hunter a little bit of time, and Jared got back around him, and they just over for that pass with about half a track to go.
Right. So so as far as Hunter goes, yeah, he's extending his lead as far as the points for second place go. Jared also extended his points lead, putting down a podium finish. So let's talk about Jared for a little bit.
Jared was definitely looking good. He rolled right behind Walker all day, and that's no easy task. That's tough to do for sure.
Yep, and I'll when we go to post this, I'll put the image of Jared putting the whole shot up there. I mean he's pretty good at starting, and that no doubt made for a good picture. Him coming around that first corner. I mean Jared's been around for so long that I think we know that, hey, if he can get a good start like that, he's going to be there all day. So
yeah, he's definitely dangerous.
Yep.
And but Hunter Hart with the bad start, still linked up with Devin Feehan, who had an incredible ride. I mean, right. I can't say enough about Devin Feehan's ride. He has been struggling for sure, but seems like over summer break he picked it up, and we had the three Winoa guys flying in formation out front.
Right. And are we calling that a coincidence, or do you think it's just how you guys are up in New York?
Man, you know me. I know them New Yorkers are built different, man.
All right. So Mikey says the New York boys are built different, and this race is going to prove for it. So, I mean, Devin's been there all year, making the switch to Yamaha. Definitely, had some people scratching their heads as far as, hey, is this the turning point for showing that the Honda is no longer proven to run out front in the XC1 class? I think. I mean, that's all obviously personal preference, but Devin wanted to go with where the technology's at. And, as far as, changing bikes, it's a big deal. And I'm sure him coming into this season, he was wondering if it was going to be a success for him or not. But coming off the break, it looks like it's working for him so far. So
yeah, it obviously looks like Devin made the right choice with that switch. But like I said, all summer I watched those three, especially Jared and Devin, just battling at the Winoa races, and I really think that that close competition all summer kept them on their toes, kept them ready.
Yeah, definitely.
It really looked like Walker Fowler might have just not been ready. for what was coming. He's usually, especially with Bryce now, he's kind of been having it a little, I don't want to say easy because, XC1 wins don't come easy to anyone, but he's been having it a little his way for sure since Bryce has been injured. And I just don't know if he was ready for everybody to come out that hard, especially John Glada. I mean, the pass that John Glada made is not something you see on Walker Fowler every day. Usually he's the aggressor, and you definitely don't see him getting passed very often.
Right. Yeah. We're not just going to skip over that subject. That was probably the video clip of the day, brought to you by Racer TV. I'll put that video right here just below us, and we'll watch it real quick with you guys. That was quite the statement for old Glada. I think that was this is going to be for the rest of the season type deal. So
I really think that he's trying to prove that he's ready to run up front. That was really statement ride for him. He's had a couple top fives here and there, but to beat Walker Fowler, I mean that's a big statement. And on the last lap, John had a real fast lap. He was within a second of Hunter Hart. So he's fit. He's ready to roll.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that's really showing the improvement since summer break. So definitely. So as far as notable mentions from the race, it looked like a few of the guys that you normally see up front were just a little bit off pace for the day. It looks like we got Cole Richardson finishing sixth. He's normally known for coming out pretty strong in the last 4 rounds.
Definitely. He usually grabs a couple wins, or at least a win in the last 4 races. And I saw him running up front early, and I expected to see big things out of Cole Richardson, but must have made some kind of mistake. I saw him drop pretty far back for a while. So rough day for the Cole train, certainly.
Yeah, and it can honestly come down to one of those things where there's a lot of guys that are just in contention to get the win or even just put it on the podium. So I'm looking at the results here. I mean, behind Richardson was Chris Borich. 8th is Josh Merritt. And Abney. Abney's now on a Yamaha. That is probably one of the biggest news coming out of the XC1 class post summer break. I feel like he's probably just getting used to it still, but his lap times are right there with everybody else. So
he rode well. Certainly rode well for being on a new machine. And I know Merritt had a pretty good battle with Chris Borch all day. I mean, that's you don't usually see Chris Borch that far back, but definitely a good ride for Josh Merritt. Yeah,
and according to lap times, they were about the 8 to 9 or 10 spot all day. So they were definitely battling together. And then it looks like McGill had some bike issues. He did his little post race report. He's talking about something about not getting fuel to the carbs. So tough day for McGill. Hopefully he'll be back out at the next round. Looks like he's honestly like the last guy riding a Yamaha nowadays. So we gotta push for that. But
there's pretty much it's him and Jared, the two lone warriors out there.
Yep.
And you got Chris and Wesley Wolf when I believe he's out on injury right now. But
that's one name I was thinking about that the other day. That's one name that's missing from this XC1 class for the post summer break. We hope he heals up soon, comes out stronger for 2022.
Yeah, he definitely had a gnarly one in the motocross.
And for you listeners that don't know, he races both A2 motocross and GNCC. Basically doesn't have any time at all to rest on the weekend. So definitely coming off the Mountaineer, it's gonna be interesting these last 3 rounds. Walker's got a comfortable points lead as far as the championship goes, but spots 2 and 3, Hart and right now are moderately tight, and we could bring for some great racing action.
And I definitely think that a lot of guys are going to be wanting to secure wins. I mean, Bryson and Walker pretty much were winning all the races, and now Hunter's got himself one, and definitely like to see Jared. He'd like to see himself with another win, and even guys like Glada and Devin, if they can put together some solid rides, maybe get together, they could also compete for a win for sure. Devin was definitely looking for it this weekend.
Yeah, it was very proving for those guys that are normally on the cusp of getting a podium. For those guys to come out and like we previously talked about, come out and get a top 3 ride. That's big for them, a big confidence booster, and shows you that the XC1 class is still anybody's game and very competitive like it used to be. So
certainly it's been it's been Walker Fowler's class for a long time,
Right.
and Bryce and Neal definitely did not want it to just be the Walker Fowler show this year. He
Right.
was swinging hard, and unfortunately, had that injury. But somebody else is taking the spot. People are picking up right where Bryson left off, and they're hungry. People want to win.
Right on. So I think that wraps up the XC1 class. We can't skip out on the XC2 class, the XC2 Pro-Am.
We love the XC2.
We love the XC2 class. I've been following that for plenty of years. We got some good friends in that class. I know Mikey's always up to date with what's going on in that class. Mikey, tell us about basically the XC2 rundown from last week.
You love to see a good run for Wyatt Wilkin. He's always fast, has a lot of issues, but typical good run for Wyatt. He ended up with the win this weekend. Had some issues for a lot of other championship runners. So like Ronnie Rush had a mechanical, and Ben Galeski was out with COVID. That's a rough one there.
That's a rough one. And anybody that has experienced COVID and then trying to come back and race, it's no easy task. I try to do it myself. It's physically demanding on you, and it goes to show. I mean, if he didn't feel healthy enough to race, then we can't blame him. That's one of those.
I do believe I saw a video of him riding a local this weekend. So I think he should be ready for the next one.
Okay.
Hopefully, be nice. Definitely be good to see Ben back out on track.
Right on.
Always competing for wins. And then,
yep, definitely. Yeah, he's a solid XC2 guy every round. So. And add on to Wyatt's great win. He got 10th overall. That's a stout finish right there.
That top 10 is crazy, man.
Yep, exactly. And then looks like we got Kenny Schick. He's always been in that XC2 class. Contending for solid top 5 ride every weekend. So
two podiums in a row for Kenny. I believe he had a third and now a second. He's definitely looking for a win.
Yeah. So we could possibly see a win at the next round. Well, I guess we'll have to see. But he's always there and seems pretty. And,
definitely another notable from that XC2 class is Tanner Walker. He's been a top 5 guy this year. He also made the switch to Yamaha years, recently here, and it's been working for him. He looks good. He's looking fast, and he's looking better than ever. I think if he's going to run that XC2 class next year, he's going to be a real threat.
Yeah, and to touch on the XC2 class for next year, I feel like that's going to be a great show to watch. There's quite a few notable names that are going to be right there contending for wins every weekend. So sure. It's unclear who's moving up yet, but either way, we're going to be in for a treat for that one. So
yeah, that XC2 class should be good for a lot of years coming. There's a lot of young guys coming up to have a lot of talent.
Yep. And then to cap off just the race recap as far as roughly like the top 20 overall goes, Stephen Harrell coming out of the college A class. Mikey, what do you think of a college A rider?
I think
overall,
that kid's the real deal for sure. He's had some rough rides, some breakdowns, but when he's on for sure. Yeah. He seems like he's a little bit hit and miss, but he's still new to this. A lot of people don't. I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's not been into the racing for very long. So he's definitely got some incredible speed for the time he's got into it.
Yeah, and I mean this first race after summer break, it leaves a lot of people wondering, how people are going to do. For him, it looks like he's off to a great start. Shows some summer work and fitness put in is paying off for him. So
yeah, he's definitely looks to be fit. I mean, he had a really good race earlier in the season at Florida, and I mean, everybody knows it's tough down there.
Right.
Seems like if he can keep a bike underneath him, he does very well.
Yep, definitely. That's much agreed on. So we're going into John Fenton next weekend, or this upcoming weekend, September 25th. What are your predictions? What are we thinking this weekend?
Man, everybody knows Walker Fowler doesn't want to lose ever, but everybody knows it's even worse in his home state. He's going to give it everything he's got to defend Ohio. I think Walker Fowler's not going to take a 5th place lightly. I think he's going to come out swinging this weekend. I think if Hunter Hart wants to make it 2 in a row, or somebody else wants to grab themselves a win, they better be on their A game for sure.
Yep, I totally agree. Yeah, Walker's probably he's probably been grinding probably since the Sunday after the fifth place finish. So definitely expecting him to come out and on top. If not on top, he's definitely getting the top 3 this weekend. I can guarantee you that. So
I mean, I would I don't know. I would almost have to say Hunter Hart's got the momentum right now.
Yeah.
He definitely put on a solid ride, come from the back to the win. I almost think he might have something for Walker at the pen. He's gonna want it.
Definitely, yeah, him, and then like Jared and Devin. I mean, they got some momentum on their side.
Certainly,
they can do a whole lot with the start. So if Jared can pull off that whole shot like he did at the previous round, that's gonna make for a long day for Walker and the other guys running up front. So
certainly is.
That's that. XC2 class, yeah, we're gonna keep tabs on that. Wyatt coming off the win, that's gonna be good for him. And then we got
track for him too. Yep, and
we got Ronnie Rush with the points lead right now. He looks
like he's doing a lot of testing this weekend. Should have his bikes all straightened out and ready to rip. I definitely look to see Ronnie run up front for sure.
Yep. Right on. So, anything else you want to add to the post race Prodigy show, or?
I think that's pretty much all we got for this weekend. We'll have to see you again after the next one.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and follow ATV Prodigy on Instagram. We will have a YouTube channel here shortly where this video will be posted and then broadcasted throughout. If you guys want to follow along, set those post notifications on, and we'll be hearing from you guys soon. And same to you guys. So thanks for tuning in to the ATV Prodigy post race show. I'm Adam with Mikey Nickels, and we'll see you next time.